Okay. Yes, teacher. A memory. Um. mm, what I remember right now is when I finished my high school. My father sent me to Medellin, and I was in a house with some friends of my mother and my father, but it was an old woman. So I was with her like initially was for 15 days, and then I feel very happy over there, and she got her family, her daughter, her granddaughter. So I started spending time with her, and she showed me the city. So then I called my father and said if I can stay over there for more time. So at the end, I stayed there like 2 months, and I was walking around the city. I used the metro, and so it was very nice for me because in that time I didn't. It was my first time out of home. So for me, it was nice, and the woman um, which I stayed, and she was very nice. Even that she was an old woman, she was very kind with me, and she used to tell me some stories about her life when she was a child. So I think it was a nice experience because in that time I was a teenager, so maybe because um, people can think that because I'm a teenager and the woman is very old, there's nothing in common. So for me, it was a nice experience because I enjoyed the time with the woman. So I that's what I remember right now. Um, that I remember, she always talk about when she was a child with her mom, and they live in a farm. So she always told me about they live in a farm far away from the city, and they have to walk like 2 hours to go to school, to the college, to school. So they have to walk 2 hours in the morning, and in the afternoon when they came back to the farm, they gotta walk again 2 hours. Even if was raining or it was hot, that's their like a daily routine for them. Yes.
I am fine, teacher. Thank you. How are you today? I think it is a difficult question because the majority of people remember sad histories or something like that, but not happy. In this moment, I can think, I can remember about my high school. Mm, I remember when I was in the high school, I was a bad student. I am not proud of that, but I was very happy. I always was playing and having not a good behavior into the classroom, but the important is that I was very happy. I don't know how was possible for me to have good grades after all. But finally, I passed it. um, in my school, I was a bad student. It was not possible for me to learn a lot about subjects. Only I was interested about Spanish and English. I like a lot about cultures, and maybe for that reason, the only two subjects that I had good grades was that these two, no more. Um, I can say that after that moments, I thought the life could be easier out out of high school. But it was very difficult for me at the first because it was not possible to find a good job. So I passed difficult moments. But after 19, 20 years old, my life was much more easier than than when I was 18, 18, 17, 18 years old. Um, uh, Excuse me? Was difficult times. Yes, when I was 17 and 18 years old, because was not possible for me to find a good job. In those moments, I was crying. I was very sad, but my parents all the time were with me in that in those moments. Where I am living in this moment, I don't understand, teacher. No, 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 no. In the same place. In the same place. All my life I have been living here in Bogota, not in another cities.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Uh, you hear me well? Right now I can't think of many memories, but I'm going to tell you something that happened to me like 6 months ago. That it's something that is very common in my work. I work as a security guard in a university. I often work at night and on some schools. Some of that schools are very old. So there are buildings that have 20, 25, 30 years, and some of them were built in some terrain that in some neighbors of Medellin they were used to I, how I say this, to judge people, to take people there to to justify them, to kill them and throw them there. And by the time those terrains, uh, those bodies were forgotten there or left there, and were by the time it were built, a lot of buildings there that are like schools or hospitals or things like that. something happened to me like 6 months ago. I was working at night, and in that school we had security cams. So I was working with someone with a partner. Her name was Alexandra. And he told me, I need you to go to a specific to a classroom because the alarm there is, is has been activated. The, the movement alarm. Okay, I started walking there. It was like 10 a.m., 10 p.m. There was at 9:30 p.m. There was a group practicing theater, making a class. Was practicing theater there. I thought they was okay. Maybe someone got lost or were looking for the bathroom. When I got there, I found a girl from I think 15 years old. She she was brunette with I remember she was brunette with long hair. She was very beautiful. Okay, so I told her, oh, what are you doing here? It's 10 p.m. It's cold here. Your other classmates already left. She told me she was looking for her little brother. Then that she wanted to go to the bathroom. I stayed here like 15 minutes, and then I got her to the exit. After that, my my partner asked me what you were doing this whole time. This almost half an hour. I was I told her what with her. You didn't saw me or taking pictures. Yeah, I saw you, but I saw you alone. You were walking by the whole school alone. I didn't saw you with and I saw her. I got cold. I got chills all my skin. I was so afraid at that moment. I was walking the by the whole school all by myself, and I swear I was walking with a girl helping her. And she goes me, no, but you were alone the whole time. What happened? I told you you were looking for someone or something. You were in the bathroom. You were here and there. And then you go to the exit. You open the door. Like someone was going out and nothing. I saw you alone. That was very afraid. Then I someone that worked on the school that that were working on the school like for 15 years told me that a girl with the same characteristics died there in a bedroom. She hanged in a bedroom there. A brunette girl of 15 years old. She was on her last year before graduating. She hanged on the bedroom because her parents were getting divorced or something like that. I when that person told me that story, I can't believe myself because I think like most of the people I don't believe in ghosts when because I never have this kind of encounter or experience, but when you have them, when you live them, you change you one mind. Okay, well, this is real. There is really something here that is in translation body. There is something else here.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I saw it.
Hey guys, it's Brittany. Letting go of old friendships. It's really weird when you see a picture of someone that you used to spend a lot of time with, and then you realize, wow, we haven't talked in years. It's really weird how friendships evolve and change and end. You can be good friends with someone for years, and then you start to grow apart. Sometimes you don't know why, sometimes you do. There was someone that I used to be really good friends with for years. We were really close, and the friendship it ended. We were both on just two different
Teacher,
pages.
I
I
am
still
having
think
some
about
troubles.
the
Troubles
memory.
opening the link. I don't know why. I am trying. I'm trying, but oh, I will inform to you. Wait, please.
Memories and the good times and how close we were. For a while, it did make me sad. Now I don't feel sad about it as much. I feel happy that I got to have all of those hilarious and amazing memories with this person. But for some reason, it just wasn't supposed to be a friendship that goes on and on. I feel like a lot of friendships kind of bloom and then they end up fading, but sometimes you don't even really realize it that much because it just kind of happens naturally. But when a friendship just ends so abruptly, it can be sad. It can be a bummer. This person and I were best friends for about 10 years, and she just she went away to college for 2 semesters. Asked that much of her, and then there's just this point in my life where I was dealing with something really hard, this divorce, and she was who I wanted to talk to. She was who I needed to talk to. And she knew that this was happening, but she just didn't care. And I sent her a long email telling her how badly it hurt that she was just ignoring me. 'Cause it's not like she lived far away. She lived up the street from me. It felt awful. I just felt used. I'm like, I've been here for you through everything. Whenever you needed me, whenever you needed a shoulder to cry on, I was there. And now the one time I really need you, you're just totally ignoring me. I remember after I sent her that email and I told her how much it hurt that she was ignoring me and that she wasn't being a good friend and that she wasn't doing the right thing by acting like my friend in one way and then ignoring me in another way. And then she didn't respond to me for like a week. And then she ended up calling me and asking me if I wanted to meet up at that park. And then we ended up meeting, and that's when she told me that she doesn't believe that people should have best friends. Again, it took me by surprise because she was always the one that felt like she needed me, like a support system, as a sister. I can understand if I was the one that was like constantly texting her and be like, hey, what are you doing? Like, how's school? Who are you hanging out with? Like, when are you gonna come home? And I wasn't like that at all. She would like 70% of the time, she would be the one to text me first to like tell me about everything that's going on in her life. And I didn't mind. I like listening to it. So if I was the one that was like the instigator and always trying to talk to her, I can understand if she was like, whoa, okay, like we should chill and maybe we shouldn't be like best friends anymore. I don't know. I remember I would ask her, like when we were younger, if we can go hang out with our other friends, and she would say, no, I want you all to myself. I just want to hang out the two of us. And that would be a lot of the time. She would say things like that. So I didn't want her to get upset with me, so I just would be like, okay, then the two of us will just hang out on a Friday night, even though I wanted to go hang out with other people too. But she just enjoyed being more isolated. Now she's just taking the isolation to an extreme now. She just wants to be like alone, and which is fine. That's fine. That's not me. I like to have a support system. I love to be around my family. I love to have people that I can talk to and they can talk to me. I love being able to be around people. Like, I wasn't planning on ever really sharing this story with you guys. If you guys have any experience with losing friends or things like that, please let me know down in the comments. I would love to read if you guys have gone through this. I mean, I'm sure you have, but friendships can kind of fade out painlessly, or they can be like this. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on this topic. I know this is more of a serious video today. I just kind of wanted to talk to you guys as friends. And if you ever want to talk to me, obviously leave me a comment, or you can reach out to me on Twitter. Any things you want me to talk about. You guys are really sweet. I really appreciate you guys watching and for leaving your comments. You guys really mean a lot to me, and it really means a lot that you guys are so loyal and that you guys watch every single week when I post videos. And yeah, thank you. Bye. That was my
Yes, teacher.
Yep, I'm back. I already saw the video.
That was very weird. The way they end up their relationship or her friendship. It was weird that somebody changed a lot because it was an old friendship. It was 10 years of friendship, and end like that is kind of weird. So I think that the girl who was talking is like in shock because maybe she doesn't expect that from her friend. Mhm.
Well, as Rocio says, it's very hard to see someone so close to you change its mind so drastically, so extremely. I mean, she said she was so close as sisters, and from one day to another, she said she wanted to be alone. She said she think of the all the people, all the person should be alone. Well, there must be a reason for that. She didn't say it on the video, but there must be a reason or someone changed his mind so extremely. It's sad because I had very close friends in when I was a kid. The friendships from for friendships I had for like 10, 15 years, and it's sad because I know I talk to them like once in a month, and there wasn't like before. It's a bit nostalgic, and sometimes I wanted, well, it was it will be cool, or it will be great if I have this friendship with this person like it was before, because so fun if I saw them as my brothers. I love them a lot, but I think the life goes on. Changes are part of the life.
Mhm. Mhm. Batman or woman? No. Mm, I don't. I guess not because I don't remember about anyone. Talking about friendship, no? Hmm.
Yes, like I say, no, I'm married, and I am very I don't talk to my friends like I used to. But when I was at school, I remember I have at least one or two friends that were girls that I talk a lot to them, that were very close to me, and I never felt something about her, like, or going out or kissing, or I saw her like a sister. I never had feelings of anything else. I saw her like sisters, and I shared a lot with her.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, I got the link.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Okay, teacher.
I will try to take a selfie with her.
I teach. Yes, but it was not
Okay.
Okay,
because
teacher.
it
So next
was
session is
hard time.
tomorrow at 8 p.m. Right?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay. Okay. Bye,
bye.
teacher.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
much. Sleep well.
Okay.
Good night, teacher.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.